Hello, chess friends. This is a continuation of the chess.com bot challenge, the intermediate series. So, let me adjust this here. And he plays here. First thing I go is for a stake in the center. I can see that this can transpose into probably a D pawn opening, and maybe even C4 later with a Catalan setup. So let's go ahead and play D5. Nice and solid move. And then we'll play knight f6. Almost always knight f6 is a good move. Now we're seeing he can play knight here and go into a king's Indian attack type setup. Okay, so I think normal development is good. Place another pawn in the center. So now I have two stakes in the center. So I have two strong points here. I want to try to over-protect those. Let's try to... Okay, we'll go ahead and castle here. If we castle, though, he takes the pawn here. He takes back. He has a temple and a bishop. So perhaps I will play knight to d7, and then a queen to b3. Placing a double attack on this pawn, I can play c6. That seems nice and solid. This bishop, we'll worry about getting this bishop out later. Queen. Oh, the queen can get to g5. I don't think that's a good square for the queen. So, I will simply put some extra support on this pawn here. Giving up the right to castle. Okay. So in that case, we'll probably push past, cramping his game. To try to free the cramp, he would play f3. That allows me to open up lines, which are to my advantage. I'll castle first before pushing into his territory. And now here, I could have did this earlier, perhaps won a pawn. I don't think it would have been good for him because it was a big usage of time. Let's improve this rook here. This queen is really out of control here. Why would it go there? If I attacked here, the queen would retreat to some square, and then I could develop the bishop to perhaps here, placing a double attack on there. Then he'd probably be obligated to play e3, which blocks in his bishop. Then I come in, yeah, I think we'll go for that line. Also notice the rook attacked his queen in that variation. I could double attack with the bishop, but since that bishop is already developed, I will attack the square a second time with my queen. So the question is, when a knight goes to the center, where is it going next? The only squares in my territory it can go is here. So right now the knight is blocking me capture on that square. If I push the knight, and the knight went here, well, let's see. Could push the knight. I'm going to simply attack the square a second time right now with this knight here on f6. After bishop takes, pawn takes on the queen. Where's the queen going to go? So let's go here. Attacking the square. Do I want to take with a rook? Well, that leaves my back rank weak, sort of, and it also invites this pawn fork of the knight and the rook. So we'll take this way. Of course, here the knight has the discovered attack here, and my bishop will be attacked by the queen. But if the knight moves, right away this square is attacked, so he has to be careful. Now let's see. If I push forward into his territory, this way, pawn takes, knight takes. Gives him a weak pawn and opens his king up some. I don't see he had any good forward squares. And if my knight is attacked, I just play knight takes pawn with the retreat square, if necessary, to e4. So this is more like bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. No, I have a better move. Rook takes bishop. So rook takes bishop. He cannot retake back or he loses his queen to the knight fork. So I think rook takes bishop, and his best move would be to attack my knight. In which case, I do something else. Okay, and if he attacks my knight here, I can simply let's see here. I can centralize my knight. If he attacks my knight there, I can centralize my knight here, perhaps, because I want him to open up lines by playing pawn takes knight. Yes. Okay. Probably okay to just give up the rook. It's fine. So, yeah. So I think rook takes, he plays pawn takes here. Then if knight takes pawn, king takes, and then I can just retreat the rook. Yes. And I'm fine. So rook takes it. Okay, that was silly. He should have played pawn there. I play knight takes pawn, king takes, and I retreat my rook, but okay. Now he loses the queen. And the rook's trapped too, so that's a bonus. So I have a theory. Anytime my theory is anytime I can get my knight out, if I gain a rook, I should do so because that way I'm up $5 instead of $2. So if he takes my knight, I'm going to take his knight. If he moves his knight, he has to find a nice attacking square. He can go here if he wants. I can just take it off the bishop. If he moves his knight, then my knight escapes to this square. And my knight's probably still trapped. So rook attacks my knight. Then I check. Oh, let's just go for it. Bishop here. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes pawn. King here. And then oh well. Let's play here. Okay. So he goes there. Fine. That means that gives me a square for my knight to come out. If rook attacks my knight, I make a square that way from my rook. Check. He goes to a square where I can check him right away. That's fine. Now I've rescued my knight. I have a discovered attack. How should I use it? I think I'll play my knight to this square. This knight comes back. Now the knight's pinned. I think I will attack it a second time. And if he defends it with his knight, that's fine. I will simply yeah, defends the knight for a second time, I will simply now his knight is on the rim, which of course is dim, and he has no threats. So let's okay. So here we can just pick up the knight this way. This picks up the knight. However, if I threaten checkmate on the square, what could he do about it? Anything? I don't think so. Let's try to checkmate on the square. Rook takes bishop. He's got nothing else. Okay, end of the game. Of course, I beat Aziz, but my question is always, can I beat him with over 90% accuracy? One moment while your game review loads. Okay. So when I play bot, it gives me all of his pieces. I don't do much analysis on that. I just want to see if I had a miss or a mistake or a blunder. If not that, I don't waste my time. I'll wait to get the stronger bots where I have misses and mistakes and blunders. Look at 15 best moves. Let's see what the percentage is. So he's telling me bringing my queen out too early can lead to opening blunders. But did I blunder any? Let's see. Apparently I made one mistake. I didn't get my 90%. Maybe the mistake was from bringing my queen out too early. I didn't get any misses or blunders. Okay. I didn't get any misses or blunders. Let's see now what's happening here. 2 inaccuracies, 1 mistake. Let's see what the 1 mistake is.
Your better option was to win a tempo by threatening a queen.
Okay. He's probably right. I don't really care though. So, yeah. It's always something you could do better. What did I do here? Yeah, I was just just improving a rook, normal development move. So if rook knight takes, I can take back with the bishop. I guess I could do that without moving the rook. So yeah, I think this was a better move. Sure, why not? Best was okay.
This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away.
Not a big deal. What else was there?
You get a chance to win a tempo by threatening a queen.
Okay, I saw that already. I want to know about the 2
You grab the
misses.
advantage out of the gate and never look back.
So I think the 2 inaccuracies. So that 1 mistake was I didn't gain tempo attacking the queen. Okay, whatever. I don't agree with that though, but maybe it was technically
Your
better.
best move was to create a pawn chain.
Yes, I think so. Because this is sort of loose, but white is still worse. So I overlooked this, but I don't think it's good for white. Because he'll have to invest his light squared bishop to win the pawn, and black will still be better. So let's see.
This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure.
Okay, right. And then white's disadvantage is 0.97 instead of 0.4, whatever. So yeah. So yeah, I can't complain about that one. I think it was better to create a pawn chain than do the speculative sack, which I overlooked. Still better after that, speculative sack. But after, what move did I play? I beat a d7. So if he comes here and tries to win a pawn, black is still better. Knight takes e5. Apparently this is terrible. Bishop takes. How bad is it, though, for white to snatch that pawn? Apparently it's losing. Oh, I see. Because bishop to c5. Now the bishop is attacked twice. And what can he do about it? Perhaps he should defend his bishop, yes? But in this case, c6. Oh, I see the trick now. And if the bishop retreats, then white loses the queen. It's a very nice tactic there. Then white loses the queen, bishop takes f2. So that was in the position. It was in my favor. And I would have had to find it. I think I would have found that if he'd have grabbed the pawn. It's not beyond my level, but it's good to know. I wasn't really losing a pawn. Okay. Hope this has been educational for you. If it has, please give a like, maybe even a comment. Subscribe for more content like this.